church database, and it allows you, well, first I'm going to show a video, and you can see what it does.
Here's a great way for our church to connect together. We all know that being the church doesn't just happen at church.
It happens real time, in real life.
But it's hard to stay connected.
Busy lives, coming and going. But we need to stay together. We are the body of Christ.
We each need the fellowship, the unity, and the support.
So let's make that connection easier with the Connect app, just for our church.
Once you download the free app, you can create your own personal profile, keep it up to date with life changes, and share it with others you choose.
You can easily communicate with your small group, team, or other members. See upcoming Bible verse readings, offer encouragement, ask for prayer requests, volunteer, and more, all right from your phone. This is a great way to keep our church family in the loop on the important things happening in your life and help you stay connected with them.
Keep up with all our events, whether they're at church or not. Invite people to your next outreach project. Capture RSVPs, post a comment, and even see what they're bringing.
And hey, good news! You can go ahead and recycle that outdated paper membership directory. Now you can look up members in our digital directory. See a new member at the park and can't quite remember their name? Pull up their details on your phone so you can say hi. Also, from their profile, you can give someone a quick call or email. That's easy.
Giving your tithes and offerings is way easier now too. You can even track your gifts to the church, set up recurring donations, and monitor progress toward your pledge goals. The best part is, you can do it all from anywhere, at any time, right from your phone. Our new Connect mobile app is a real ministry tool.
It's going to help us a lot. Let's be the church together. So download the app and let's get connected.
No. It was going to say, it's made for the wider church. So you all got an email. Thank you. I'm used to walking around. You all should have received an email. I see most people shaking their head, but okay, well, if you haven't, make sure you talk to Tina or myself after this. That was a link that will take you to a web browser and into Realm where you can create your account and whatnot. What you've been seeing in this video is the web app. In order to use that, you need to download the Realm Connect. Now this is Apple. I don't know how many of you have Apple, how many have Android, but I'm sure it's very similar, where you can look it up and you can see by the arrow there's the Realm Connect, and once you press that, it'll say get. I have it already, so mine says open, and that will get you the mobile app on your phone. Now, if you take the link and you create an account, your name and password will work for, it's exactly the same account. It's just two different ways to get to it. Okay, so you can use the mobile, you can use the web interchangeably, whatever suits your needs. Okay? So, when you get there, you're going to need to sign in. It was in the App Store, yes. If you use the link, it will take you to your web browser, and it will open up it on your computer. Yes, you can do it on your computer. I know a lot of people do not like to use their phones. It works the same either way. And in this presentation, I will show you the web screens and the mobile screens so you can follow along. Okay, any other questions?
Can you get onto Realm Connect in your apps and it says get?
Yep. It's free.
And then what's the password that you're already using on the website?
Perry?
I downloaded Realm, and when I go to it, I don't have any options for doing anything. And I did set up an account with a password, but all it comes up with is October 22nd, Sunday morning service.
You are in news. There are little options on the bottom, but I'll show you that in a little bit. So hang in there. So anyway, here's how here's where you sign in. You sign in, and then yes, like with your masks on. It's thank you. It might have been a separate email. Tina, you can answer her question. Yes, Bev.
You know the title of that email? I saw it at home, but I can't find it on my phone.
Not off the top of my head, but we can look at it after.
Linda, when people go there, it's a create account, they ask you to create a password first.
Yes,
That's what they should do.
yes. Yes, you need a password. Whole group, you can't hear them?
Do we have anybody upstairs? Can you turn on your wireless?
Good.
So the answer about the question, what the email was called, was Realm Account Confirmation, that had the link.
Okay, did you hear that? Realm account confirmation is the title of the email that provides the link.
Oh, wait, I take that back, it was the wrong email. That was after I set it up.
It's called New DUC Database Realm, November 4th.
Okay.
The email was November 4th. It says, November 4th, is that what I said, Bev? New DUC Database Realm is the name of it.
Okay. Steve? Okay.
All right, I got the right one now. So the new DUC database realm was just a generic, and then after that I got one that said join our online community.
Join our online community. But you don't have to do it now. We can do it afterwards. I know they do. I know, I understand.
Two things. One is when it asks you to connect, it asks you if you want to use ministrylogin.com to sign in. This will allow the app and website to share information about you. Do we want to do that?
Say no.
Say no?
We can-
Cancel. Okay. It won't. Oh, I guess it won't let me sign in if I don't do that.
Okay.
So I
It's
guess.
just for the ministry. I think
Okay.
it lets the minister see. Your
Okay. And then for the sign-in, do we use the information from our UU sign-in, or is that completely separate? This is just create whatever you want?
Right.
Okay,
The
gotcha.
Realm is its own website, mobile, and it's got its own name and password. I think your name is your email address, and then the password.
It was real easy to connect when I just went to the App Store. When I just went to the App Store and put Realm, and you click on the very first one without the E on it. There's one in sneaky one there with an E that comes up. Don't hit that one, but it came right up real easily. So,
Okay. Yeah, it'll have that little star with the mountain. That is the icon that identifies the realm. Okay, so what can we do with Realm once we're in there? First thing I want to point out to you is in the bottom of the mobile screen, there are menu items. okay? And they are, they can be different because you can personalize your menu items and put on the screen the things you access most often. But you will find there the directory, communications, giving, and then the all-important More button, which gives you all the options you don't see on your screen. So you have to be familiar with that to use the various options in Realm. And here you can see we chose directory. The screen on the left is the web screen. The screen on the right is the mobile app. Okay, so you can see directory in the menu on your main screen, and you can see directory on the mobile app, and if it's not there on yours, go to More, because it's hidden in the background. Like I said, you can personalize that. Okay? Now, what's important to us, not only for you to use the directory, as they showed in the video, where you can call up somebody, see their picture, so you have a name with a face. You can change your information to update it when you move or change your phone number or have a new addition to your family. It also only works if you update your information. Okay, so this is a place where you should go to relatively soon, and I'll show you later how to place a picture and change the information. But this directory is a very, very handy piece of information. Okay? Yes. Yes.
I get that we cannot, of course, access other people's information. That's what it says. But then it doesn't allow me to go to a directory.
I did not have that. Well, the groups may not all be there, but the directory should be there with everybody's name. Tina, can I ask you that question? They're not seeing a directory. They say they can't see the information. I had no trouble. Wait.
Hi. So I went through and changed everyone's privacy setting and marked it as opt into the directory. So everybody should be in the directory. I'm not sure why they can't see the directory. So Mandy is looking at it right now. So maybe if you want to move on to the next part once we figure this out. But everybody should be able to see the directory and be in the directory if you are a member.
Right. And as you can see on the screens, this is what it would look like. Hang on, Steve's coming.
Hi, yeah, there's still a large amount of people, at least over here, including myself, who are having a hard time signing up or signing in. It's bringing me to a QR code, and I never got the invitation email. I don't know if that's because I'm not a member yet,
Okay.
but yeah, we're having a hard time getting past that.
Why don't we try to at least watch the video and get an idea of how to do it? It's very intuitive. So once we do get everybody signed on, you shouldn't have any trouble finding things if you can watch the video and see what's available. So you can see both on the web screen and on the mobile screen, it lists the members. The mobile screen only shows you names. You click on a name and you get the information. The web screen, because it's bigger, shows you a little bit more. Okay, so that's what the directory will look like. When you go into the directory, okay, in the web screen, you see edit profile. In the mobile screen, you see little pencil icons. That's where you can change your information. Okay, so you can change your contact information. You can change anything that, or most anything that's out there. So that's where you can change your information. And if you click on the screen, on the camera, you see the camera by my name? That's where you can add a picture. Now you can either take your phone and get a nice selfie, or you can go to your file and you can pull up one you've taken a few years ago that you like. And that works even on your web browser if you have a camera on your laptop or your desktop. So that's where you can add a picture, and we really would appreciate if you could put your picture out there so people can put a name with a face. Okay? Any questions on the profile? Yes.
I couldn't find the email, so can I just download this from the App Store realm?
You can, but I don't think you can get in without the link, because not everybody, you have to be a member to get in, or you have to
Thank
at
you.
least have the link. That's part of the privacy settings.
And it works. I just did it. From the email, you click at the bottom of the email from DUUC, click on the create an account link, and that's where they kind of verify you through that. And so it just worked. I just did it, and I just I put a photo on.
Very good, very good. Tina has set our privacy at the very minimum right now, because we always start out that way, most private. And then things will open up as we decide, and give you the opportunity to open them up as you wish.
For the profile, I missed a section that you said. Did you get to that through the directory to add to my profile?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, you click on your name in the directory, and that opens up the profile.
Can you send the link out, the request, the opportunity to sign up again? I think I might have deleted mine with my stuff I got outbid on.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
Did you get Tom also, Tina? And Joe Gano, Tina. Oh, and Babs.
Okay. Jean.
Is it possible to have the link on both a phone and on your laptop?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. So that's how you can update your profile, update your picture, check your family, whatever you need to do. And if you're not allowed to make a change, say to family, there's probably a little more security around that, so at the present time. And so contact Tina, and we'll see if we can get that fixed. Okay, let's go on to setting skills and interests. This is one of the most important things of this database, is we can collect the interests and skills of our members so that should something arise, an event happens or whatever, and we need someone who knows computer presentations. Okay, Linda, would you do this? So you get there, again, through the service. The service, point here. Serving. Now, I did not have it on my mobile, so I had to go to more. Oh, sorry. It's not in my menu right now on the bottom because I didn't want it there. So it is in the more, and once I hit the more, it drops down with all the news, all the items that aren't on your menu. News, groups, check-in, serving, church information. Those are all very important things, but not ones we're using right now. So I put them on the side. So if you check the serving, then you get into the next menu, which is an overview, and service is where you need to go to indicate your skills and your interests. All right, once you get into service, I don't need to, it's going to start screaming at me.
Justin's probably on top of that.
Okay, so once you get into the service, then you can see dates you can serve, dates available. You don't need to worry about that yet because I don't think we're ready for that. But we are interested in your interests, and once you do interest, and you see step 1 of 2, interests are first, skills are second. Yes, Kelly?
My list is blank.
Your list is blank. All right, and you're on your mobile.
I'm on my mobile, I have an Android.
Okay.
Thank you. I was exploring the Android app yesterday, and for some reason the interests and other things are blank in there. I think it's a bug. So
Okay.
I went in via the website, and it's all listed there.
Okay. There are a few bugs, because we're just starting to use it. Now, on the next slide is the web. Oh, where's my thing? I'll do it, Steve. Tina resent the invitation to everyone, so you should be able to get it. This is the service from the website. So again, on the main menu on the left, you have serving. Then it brings you to a screen where you have serving and opportunities. Serving is what you want, and there's your skills and interests right there. And just go through, it drops down a list of, oh, Tina did a fantastic job, drops down a list of 25 choices, and the ability, I believe, to add new ones. So please check that off. Your skills are things you're good at, your interests are groups in the church that you might be interested in joining.
So I have a question for Tina. It's Joe Gano, and I was messing around with the loading the app from Google Play, and in trying to set up an account before I got the link, I've reached the maximum number of attempts. Please try again later. So I tried again later. It was apparently not later enough. So if it's possible, Tina, for you to reset the attempt counter, please do so, and I'll try to catch up. Otherwise, I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, Joe. She's talking to someone right now, so. Mandy, would you pass that on? Thank you. Okay, one thing to remember, on the mobile app, your website will just take the check marks and automatically put them with your name. The mobile app, you have to go down to the bottom and save. If you just get out, they're not there. Okay, so the mobile app, you have to save them. Okay, and I think that's on the next slide. Okay, so that's your serving. Now, the next one is giving. We all love the way we have to enter our gifts to the church. I don't know about you, but I know as being the treasurer, the end of the year would come and all of a sudden we'd be getting double payments from everybody because they entered their new pledge amount and didn't stop their old one. This is solved with Realm. So as you can see, we have the mobile app on the left and the web on the right. It's a little different, obviously, because the screen is different. But in the mobile app, you can see it says scheduled. So first you see any schedule you have giving, whether it's recurring payments or you say, next week I want to donate so much for special collections. That the schedule shows up first. If you scroll down, then you get to the actual giving that you've done in the past. So it gives you all the information you really need. If it's recurring, it'll tell you when, like recurring weekdays on Sundays, it's coming from a checking account and it's going to free will. And then there's your pledge, which is set up to come on monthly on the 1st of every month. So that's all available to you to see. Kelly, wait.
Sorry. How often is Vanco stuff updated because I did something and it's not reflected here, but it was just like yesterday or something.
It might take
A couple
while.
days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sherry may even have to do something, because I know it gets fed to her. Right. Okay. And then if you see on the web, you can see all the things you've given, the dates they were given, what they were for, the amounts. And then you can also see on the far right, your pledges, your current pledges show up, and you can see past pledges if you wish, but they don't show up right away on this screen. And what percentage you are on the way to fulfilling your pledge. Okay? Now, making a gift, okay, you want to add a gift. That was viewing what you've done. Now you're going to make a gift. There's a make a gift button in both places. Okay, make a gift in the mobile and the gift up above on the top. And both take you to this screen. So this screen is going to be the same whether it's mobile or web. How much do you want to give? To what account do you want to give? How you can give to another account if you don't see what's listed there. Giving once, giving multiple times, and I have examples of these. Giving once, giving multiple times. When do you want the gift to be given? And then it gives you a summary. So here's an example of a one-time gift. Okay, I'm going to give $35 to the Flower Fund. I want to give it once, and I want to give it today. Okay, so I fill that in. My total is $35, and then if I hit continue, oh, not yet, I'm going to do the recurring gift next. Here's a recurring gift. Let's say $500, 2 pledges. I want to give multiple times. I want to give it every month. I want to do it starting on a particular date. This one I started, it has to be in the future. You can't start it in the past. 12/1/23, and I want it to end on 6/30/2024. So they will take a monthly payment every month until that end date. Okay? And so it shows you at the bottom. Now you notice there's a little blue line there that says, which is kind of convenient. Can't read it from here. It says, this will not complete your pledge within the 7/1/23 to 8/1/24. So that'll help you if you're setting up a monthly gift and you expect to hit your pledge amount. It'll let you know if you're going to hit your pledge amount or if you're going to fall short. I don't know if it'll tell you if you're going to exceed. It might. I didn't go there. But you can then see that I'm going to be making seven scheduled gifts at $500 each every month for a total of $3,500. So that's setting up a recurring payment. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, we're going to now tell it where. Yes, Babs. Wait a minute, we got Babs.
Did you have a question? Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're doing well. You do it, on this instance, you do it monthly, but that doesn't automatically go to your bank and pay it. You have to.
Wait, say that again?
If you want to pay it, you can do it through the app? Totally. So it will go straight to your bank?
Yeah.
Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
you can make it every month yourself.
Okay.
If that's what you mean. You can make it go to your bank, you can make it go to a credit card. Well, that's the next slide. Am I answering your question? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, now you can also do this every week, every 2 weeks, twice a month, every 3 months if you're a quarterly payer. If you're an annual payer, it's like one payment. Jean?
Yeah, if you make a quarterly gift, as I do, from an IRA, And I want to decide when, during the quarter, I want to make that check, that payment. I usually write a check during the quarter sometime, whenever I think the markets are more,
Yeah.
going to spend less of my investment than otherwise. And you never know, but I mean, can I still do that?
If I were you and you didn't know exactly, when you were going to do it, I would do a one-time payment, 4 times.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Yes.
I just want to be clear that you can still like write a check to the church. If that's how
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to do this, you can absolutely just write a check and send it in. But you can also do a one-time payment, and you just set it up either through a checking or a banking account, including any IRA accounts, or you can use like a debit or a credit card as well. So it's really however you want to do it, Jean. If you want to just write a check, go ahead, write a check.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Absolutely. Okay, any other questions? Okay. Now, once you decide what payment you want to make, then you need to select where you want your payment to come from. So it lists all the payments in the bottom there, lists the different accounts you have added already. You can add a different payment amount, and that's where you would probably start out, adding where you want your money to come from. And then you choose where you want that to go. Now, in the next line, you see that it says contribute an extra 9 cents to help offset processing costs. I want you to understand that if you have the money taken from your bank account, there is a 1% processing fee. If you take it from a credit card, I believe it's a 3% processing fee. This will give you the amount that it's going to charge. Now, there's also a 45-cent charge, but you can't apply for, we pay that fee. If you do not check that, you're still given full credit for your payment, and the church eats the fees. So you know that. Okay? And you can add as many payment options as you want. So if you wanted it to come out of your IRA and you have an account, I think you might be able to do it this way. And then when you're done, you have to press the give button. It's your confirmation that yes, this is what I want to give. And once you do that, didn't make that thing, but you get a thank you message. Thank you for your gift. And you get an email that says you made a gift. Okay? And again, once you do that, you go back. And if it's a future payment, it's going to show up in your scheduled, especially if it's a pledge, you're going to see that. And if it's a one-time gift and you made it, it'll show up in the giving area. Shows you your payments. Yes?
Let's talk about fees for a minute. I just want to address that as far as our budget is concerned, that any fees that Realm is incurring or costing the church, I'm going to guess you guys already did the math, and the pluses outweigh the minuses of incurring these fees administratively?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, we have seen it's been worth it. A lot of people do give the processing fees also, so that helps. But we are aware of that. Okay, that's the gift giving. Any questions on the gift giving?
I just want to help everyone. This whole thing's being recorded, so if you miss something, Linda will be on YouTube as a recording for all of your things. And I just fixed access to the directory, so everybody should now have access to the directory. Awesome.
Okay, good, thank you. All right, now the next topic of conversation, get caught back up here, viewing events. The church has events, and it is another option on the bottom of the mobile app or on the left side of the web app. You can see events, and it shows you all the upcoming events in the church. Now, there are 2 types. There are my events. Those are things that you are eligible to register for. And there are all events, which include your events and other events. So it might show you that, I don't know, I can't even think of a good example of one where you can't go. Maybe somebody's renting the church or something.
Well, the pathway to membership class is an example because people have to.
The pathway to membership class is an example of something that wouldn't just be open to anyone. That there's a registration process that goes through me, and then I add people to that. But all other things should be open.
Okay. So that is how you get to the My Events. Now, once you see an event, like, oh, look, there's a fall soup night. That looks like it would be fun. You can click on the fall soup night, and it will bring up the fall soup night with a register by Friday. So if it's before Friday or before, you can click that button. It'll bring you up to the add a registrant. You can click the members of your family who are going and then say register, and then it shows you on the screen that you are registered. So it's that simple. If there's a fee involved, I'm sure you can pay for it then. But this happens to be a free one. So that works very, very nice. And that is what Realm is actively ready to use now. There are some features that you will run across, and I wanted to just bring these up briefly, that you're going to go and experiment on, and I just wanted to let you know what they were. So there is a news center where news of the church will show up. And again, these are items on your menu at the bottom or the left side of the screen that shows you what's going on at the church. There is a communication center where you can send messages for people in your groups. A group is, for instance, ushers is a group. Yesterday we experimented for the first time, and our leader sent us a message, and we could respond about, a good example of this would be, I'm scheduled to usher next week and I can't make it. Who can help? And that would go through this communication part of groups. If your group is using it, make sure that everybody knows to check it. So that is a very nice feature. And then here's the groups. And you can see this is my groups. Everybody's in the church. Some people may have the users with responsibilities, which I'm not quite sure what that is. And then ushers, because I am part of the usher group. And if you click the arrow on that, hang on, make sure I'm in the right place. You see the members, see across the top, there is news, there is participants, files, and info. The big thing for me, I have found so far, is participants. So here's all the ushers. And I can communicate with them. I can tell Jane Kwame that I'll be happy to substitute for you. Okay? So this will come as we start using this. So, Bev? Oh, wait.
Do you think you'll be adding the affinity groups?
Yes, we will. We're going to be building groups up as we go, and we'll be updating them on an annual basis.
There's already a bunch of groups out there. I'm just not part of them, so they didn't show up.
Would we need to put the group in order to get accepted, or would the groups be inviting us if we're already a member of it?
I'll let Mandy answer, and I'll see if
It'll depend on the group, right? Like, so we'll have groups for every committee and every team, and then we'll have them for like the affinity groups, or like we'll be creating all of them. And some of them are going to be closed. Like, you can't just join the board of trustees, right? Like, you actually that's a process. But there will be open groups like the affinity groups, and then you can ask to join those and then get any messages. So one of the groups will be different. The creation of a group, however, would go through staff, and then we would, through a typical process, and then if we decide that that's a group the congregation wants and wants to embark upon, then we would add it to Realm. Does that make sense?
And should we have a confidential group, maybe there's a support group, then there would be limited access to something like that.
And also, in the interest area of your profile, I noticed that was all the groups that you could probably show an interest in. And then I don't know if that goes back to you.
That particular part is going to be hugely useful for building engagement, and many of you have come to me and said, I need more volunteers for auction, I need more volunteers for this or that, and by filling that out, it's a tool that I can use to ask people if they're available and if they want to be involved in particular things. And eventually, once we're really rolling with this, we will ask the membership to update the skills and interest on an annual basis, because your interest and your skills may change. And so, but that's a tool that I'll be working closely with and will be hugely helpful, and I hope everyone will fill it out. Thank you so much.
And the last slide that I have shows that you can find groups. If you see at the top, there's your groups and find groups, and they're in categories, so small groups, affinity groups, classes, and you can look and see what's available there and create an interest for it. What do you think? Confused? Okay, this is what's going to happen. I'm in the directory. You can send me an email or a communication, and depending on what the problem is, I can help you through it. Whether I have to say, bring your phone on Sunday and we'll do it, or we can do it over the phone, or we can do it however we need to do it. Because once you get in, you're going to love it. I am finding that I love it.
So this will replace Venko? This will replace Venko?
Actually, this is a different doorway into Vanco. The money goes through Vanco, but it's a much better interface than Vanco's account, and they're the way they do it.
Over there on the left-hand side of the screen, which is now gone, but it showed events and whatever, contacts and all that other stuff.
Okay.
Can you add, will Tina be able to add things to that? Events, no, keep going.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
There, that one? Yes, so keep an eye out.
One of those will be, I guess, news will probably be, you touch that, you get a link to the weekly newsletter.
It's a good idea.
I think, yeah, rather than an email tying up my email.
Tying up your email?
1,000 a day, you know?
Did you hear the comment?
Did you hear that recommendation?
Tom was hoping that maybe there was going to be a link in the news to the newsletter directly.
I think we can do that.
I think we can do that too. We'll play around with it. There's a lot of things we're still learning about Realm. I mean, I've used it in churches before, Tina to a lesser extent. So we both have this experience, thank God. But there's still things that we're learning, because when I used it last, they've updated it. So
They have a bad habit of doing that.
So yes, I think we can probably put the newsletter right up on here, at least a link to it, if nothing else. And you'll see worship service stuff and all kinds of things on the news. It'll be great.
And you can set up notifications in there so that when things are added, you can receive a notification through text or email. So I was playing around with that a little bit yesterday. So, yes, Perry. wait for Steve.
On the left side, I'm looking under news, and you have
News?
communications next. And I don't have that. I have news, inbox, chat, events.
Oh, at the bottom? No.
I don't have communications anywhere in my list.
Okay, hang on, let me get to a screen where I can see. Yeah? No, I think what it is the menu.
Android.
Yeah, here,
Oh.
here, I got it. So,
This,
that we were
the menu at the bottom of the mobile app, remember I told you that's programmable to your own needs?
Instead of communications, apparently it's in as inbox.
Yes.
All right.
So, right, so
Okay.
for some mobile applications, it doesn't have a secondary menu. So you don't go to communications and then inbox and chat. It just shows up as inbox and chat.
Okay.
And it's just meant to streamline the process. That's all.
It is different, okay. Okay, we may need a volunteer, somebody who has an interest or a skill in Android.
Check the box.
Because, I'm not familiar with Android at all. No? Okay. Okay. Any other questions or comments or, I thought we'd be inundated. We have 15 minutes.
Instead of the
Yes,
questions,
Elaine.
As new additions are made, will we get some sort of an email or something to alert us that you can now find blah, blah, blah in this particular, I mean, I'm wondering, how will you let us know as changes are made and things are added?
Yes, we will send information out as we're rolling out the next component for use. It'll go, well, we'll send it through Realm and it'll show up in your inbox.
And then you get an email or a text if you have set up your preferences, because I got a text yesterday that said, Janine Fonz sent you information in Realm, and there it was. It was very nice. You know, I don't know about you people, but my inbox can just be crazy. So texts and smaller entities of things are much easier for me to handle. Yeah, and you know, just for an example, today in the service, it's a new special collections. So while the basket was being passed, it took me, I don't know, 15 seconds to make a special collections donation. It was that quick. I mean, it's wonderful. So I hope you find it as useful. But if you have any stumbling blocks or you have any kind of problems, don't get frustrated. Just, you know, give me a communication some way, however you want to, text, email, phone call. Although if I don't recognize your phone, I won't answer, so you'll have to leave a message. But anyway, I'll be more than happy to get you straightened around. All right? Anything you two want to say back there?
Just that we really appreciate everybody getting on board and working through this with us. And like Linda said, I think once you get the basics going, you're really going to appreciate it. It's going to be a useful and simple tool to use, and we're going to continue to keep putting out information to help train you and support you along the way. So thank you all so much. And Linda, thank you very much for the time and energy you put into this.
And there's another class, unless we make some changes, it'll be the same, but on December, the first Sunday in December.
This is recorded.
And this is recorded, so YouTube,